Joining me are the brains behind Salt, India's first PETA certified vegan oral healthcare brand. What sets your brand apart as a vegan brand? What are the ingredients?
Firstly, no animal derived product is used in formulation or in making the toothpaste. Veganism is also sort of going one step ahead in the sustainability angle. People think that it's okay to just be vegan and use plastic tubes. For me, that does not mean vegan.
Why is oral health so important, and how does overall oral hygiene affect our health?
Shockingly, white teeth doesn't necessarily mean they're healthy teeth. So you need to make sure you have healthy teeth. A healthy mouth is not just important for oral wellness, but for your overall well-being.
People think that regular traditional brands, toothpaste and oral care products are more effective than vegan and sustainable brands. I think that's completely untrue. Mother Earth has given us enough ingredients to create formulations to be able to use to clean ourselves, to clean our teeth, to clean our hair, and we don't need any chemical toxin.
What's one quick fix for all our oral healthcare issues?
We can tell you what's one thing that's not a quick fix.
Joining me are my four friends, Viraj Kapoor, Karan Raj Kohli, Buddy, and Reese, the brains behind Salt, India's first PETA certified vegan oral healthcare brand. From Bollywood to toothbrushes, these guys are here to tell you why what we put in our mouths really matters. So let's dive in and talk about how we can keep our planet and our smiles squeaky clean. Viraj, Karan, Buddy, Reese, welcome to Sustainability with Shreya.
Thank you so much for having us, Shreya.
Well,
And
you're CEOs more than both
yes,
of you.
they are the important people on this podcast and in life. So I'm so happy that you wanted them on this couch. It was supposed to be just both of us. I mean, three of us, and then you requested to have them, and I'm so glad that you did. But yes, from Bollywood to oral care, it's been a journey, and I mean, we still produce shows. But it's been an incredible journey for us at Salt. It's taking up a lot of our time.
I'm sure.
But yeah.
Most people don't give their oral hygiene a second thought. Less than 30% of people floss their teeth regularly. And I think it's about 50% of adults don't even follow the recommended 2 minutes of brushing every day. Why is oral health so important, and why should we care about our toothpaste, toothbrush, what we use, and how does overall oral hygiene affect our health as well?
You know, oral health is, I think, the most neglected where self-care is concerned. It prevents diseases like heart disease, diabetes, respiratory issues. It can help you from avoiding a premature delivery in pregnancy. That's a shocking fact. And of course, like low self-esteem when it comes to mental health. So a healthy mouth is not just important for like oral wellness, but for your overall well-being.
It's important to even take care of your dog's oral care. So take them to your vet. We don't have products for dogs yet, but something's brewing in our mind. So yeah.
What's one quick fix for all our oral healthcare issues?
We can tell you what's one thing that's not a quick fix.
Yes.
Okay.
It's mouthwash. So a lot of people feel like, they can just replace brushing their teeth with a quick rinse, but it's not replaceable. You have to brush your teeth for 2 minutes twice a day, preferably with our dawn and dusk toothpaste. So that's very important.
No, like a mouthwash can be a supplementary thing to brushing your teeth.
Yes.
And it should be,
Yes.
especially if you're going out or if you've eaten something, but it cannot replace brushing your teeth. Also, another thing is bleaching your teeth. Don't go to your dentist and get carried away and bleach your teeth, because it is going to erode your enamel and it's terrible for you. It's better to go for, if you want to whiten your teeth, go for a regimen, go for a cleanup or a regimen that we offer products that take a little while to show results. But it's a more
natural and effective way of.
It's not where you just go and just wax your teeth, right? And of course they're going to look white, but the damage is doing to your teeth. It's too much.
Yeah.
And shockingly, white teeth doesn't necessarily mean they're healthy teeth. So you need to make sure you have healthy teeth besides just bleaching and whitening and so on and so forth.
What are the signs of healthy teeth compared to, the teeth being just white?
You have bleeding gums, you have gum disease. There are very early on stage signs. Your mouth literally tells you bad breath, dry mouth. Like that's very important to?
Dry mouth causes bad breath, which causes plaque build up in your teeth. So dry mouth is something that should be completely avoided. And also, a lot of people take medication in India, especially. I mean, people are not prescribed medication so easily abroad, but in India, I mean, everybody who's on some kind of medication, right? From like just being a headache medicine to
From
like
the smallest
crocin,
thing,
right?
yeah.
That causes a dry mouth. So you really need to ensure that your mouth is not going through all of that.
Yes. So if you have a dry mouth, what you can do is actually rinse in between your meals, and also the spray. So that's great. That's
I'm gonna start carrying that on my dates.
easy, handy. A special event, a party.
And it's
must be.
vegan. So if you're going on a date with somebody who's eating non-vegetarian, this is what you need to give them.
Honey, I don't go on dates with people who eat non-vegetarian.
If you end up going, just carry this in your bag and just give it to them and bounce.
It's like a pepper spray alternative.
Yeah.
I'll take that. So what's the ideal oral healthcare routine? If you could walk me through a 4 to 5 step healthcare routine, oral healthcare routine that I could follow every day, what would that be?
So it's about a 4-step oral healthcare routine. What I'd advise is brushing your teeth twice a day for 2 minutes. Don't forget to clean your tongue.
Yes, sir.
I
thought that was
floss, preferably before going to bed. And mouthwash, as per your different needs, use 1 of 5 that we offer. You can study your flavor profiles and figure out, do you have sensitive teeth, or you want cavity protection, or you want hyaluronic. And definitely go to a dentist twice a year to prevent like major issues.
Most toothpaste have a label, the green label, indicating that it's vegetarian. How's your brand different from that? What sets your brand apart as a vegan brand? What are the ingredients?
Firstly, no animal-derived product is used in formulation or in making the toothpaste. Some of the animal-derived ingredients are like keratin, glycerin.
Keratin?
I mean, it depends on which keratin, but keratin is not. I mean, there could be an alternative to keratin, but I don't know about that. Glycerin, beeswax, all of these. I mean, it should not contain any of this. Calcium
as well, animal-derived calcium in
stearic
toothpaste.
acid.
Wow.
And of course, for me, I feel like veganism is also sort of going one step ahead in the sustainability angle. People think that it's okay to just be vegan and use plastic tubes. For me, that does not mean vegan. For me, I think veganism is a spectrum, right? It needs to be wholesome. If you're protecting animals, you need to protect.
It's a way of life.
It's a way of life, right? You can't be distributing plastic and billions of tubes of plastic and then calling yourself vegan. That's just not ethical practice, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because it also ends up in the oceans where it ends up choking a lot of marine life.
It's a cycle. So it's like you're doing one thing correctly, but you're doing the other thing so incorrectly that it doesn't make sense. So that's where salt fits in.
Are there any foods that are great or terrible for your teeth?
Apple is really good, or any crunchy fruits are really good for your teeth. They also produce saliva in your mouth, which help remove the plaque and like refrain from plaque built up. What's really bad for your teeth is alcohol. Is one surprising food that's not good for your teeth. In moderation, I guess it's fine. So animal-derived foods are really high in sodium and processed. They are usually processed, right? Because I mean, you can't eat it raw, so they have to be processed. And that's really bad for your teeth. Acidity, pH balance. The risk of gum disease increases fivefold when you're having processed animal meat. So again, it's bad for your gut. It's bad for your oral care.
Processed foods in general, you should definitely avoid, vegetarian or non-vegetarian. What's important is having healthy, fresh, raw vegetables.
Okay, most people think of oral hygiene as a chore. What strategies do you think we can use to keep it exciting, to keep it fun, for something that we find so tedious?
I think it's important to pair it with another activity. So some people actually pair it with meditating, listening to a podcast,
Sustainability with Shreya.
Absolutely, we can watch your podcast. Like, it should be a ritual. Like, I'm listening to music or watching this podcast or just listening to something with my night care routine, right? If you pair it with an activity, it becomes a little more fun. And I think flavored toothpaste is what makes it exciting. And we're also launching a dessert toothpaste, by the way, so which is sugar free. So
I'm really looking forward to that.
and
That's
vegan.
guilt-free,
Guilt-free.
dessert toothpaste, date flavored, which I love.
I love that.
And it's called Indulge.
Ooh.
So basically, after a point, if you feel like snacking in the night, you just go and brush your teeth. And instead of it being a chore, it's actually like having dessert.
So making oral care fun and sexy.
Yeah.
A lot of oral care brands out there promote whitening, and they have whitening ingredients which are abrasive, and as you said, they erode the enamel. But they do also promote unrealistic beauty standards. What do you have to say about that?
So I think the brands that promote this are usually using a lot of toxin ingredients to whiten teeth. Our brand is completely toxin free, 100%, and we have alternatives which are plant-based. And because of that, it's just, I mean, the results may be, I mean, they're not a lot slower, but they may be delayed by, say, 3 or 4 days compared to an instant whitening. But it's something that is better for your teeth. It's for healthier teeth compared to the unrealistic whitening products available in the market. And especially be careful of what your dentist sort of tells you. I want to tell the audience that dentists promote these kind of strange whitening gimmicky things which kind of really are bad for your teeth and gums.
Yeah.
Which is really strange, because a dentist is someone you should be able to trust, right? When you go to a doctor, you imagine that what the doctor is doing is the best for me.
I also think that in this economy, in the current state, dentists have become more a business. So never trust a dentist that isn't treating you themselves. I knew a dentist who had other dentists actually working while he owned the clinic. So that doesn't
So
work.
you'd come in and say hi, and then you'd be like,
Don't
You
trust.
refer to-
Yeah.
For other
Don't
people.
trust that dentist because they're running it as a business.
Wow, I had trust issues anyway, and I think it's just
So, yeah.
amplifying that. So there's a growing trend in the market where these purple toothpaste are marketed as a solution to neutralize yellow tones and to whiten your teeth. What do you think of these quick fixes, and is that a sustainable approach?
Definitely a no. A purple toothpaste cannot replace your purple color corrector. So what I'd suggest is adding on a color corrector to your regimen and not replacing your regular toothpaste. In fact, a larger traditional oral care brand has recently launched a purple toothpaste that replaces your regular sensitivity or cavity protection toothpaste, which is not recommended. The purple, offsets the yellow stains temporarily, and it's like a face mask. Just before a party, you can go ahead and feel fresh, but it doesn't cure the underlying condition of yellow teeth. So what's important is supplementing it and not replacing your purple color corrector.
Got it. Off topic, but only if you want to answer this. You know how we've evolved from using dant manjan, people brushing their teeth with their fingers back in the day, to using these Ayurvedic herbal medicines almost as hygiene, oral hygiene
the
products.
Sticks. In fact, there's
Dant manjan is the best way
Dant
till
manjan?
today.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's natural. I mean, it's a bit more abrasive. That's what my studies showed. There is a brand in the West actually that is
Selling dant manjan.
selling dant manjan, that's selling sticks. But I feel like we should stick to a balanced oral care regimen.
Yeah. Do you have anything to say about the traditional contemporary brands that exist there, the common brands out there, and how it's all different?
People think that regular traditional brands, toothpaste and oral care products are more effective than vegans and sustainable brands. I think that's completely untrue. It's because our Mother Earth has given us enough formulations. I mean, enough ingredients to create formulations to be able to use to clean ourselves, to clean our teeth, to clean our hair. And we don't need any chemical toxin ingredients to fill our space.
Any challenges in educating the consumer? Any challenges you faced since you launched the brand? Any?
I think we'll need a whole new podcast for the challenges where our initial time we spent just educating. Even if you follow us on social media, like you'll notice that we take a great amount of time to educate our customers and our TG.
One problem that we sort of did face was that people were resistant to use aluminium tubes because they're slightly more difficult to use than a regular plastic tube. But we introduced a key, and I wish I had it to show it to you, but I mean, maybe you can add some pictures. We have a key, rolling key, that sort of helps in using every bit of the toothpaste out of the aluminium tube. So we have conceptualized that, but it's people are resistant to using that. They prefer, like, they complain about it not being as easy. But surprisingly, these complaints come from Bombay, Chennai, Calcutta, Delhi, from tier A cities.
Yeah, tier 1 cities.
And tier 2, tier 3 cities. In fact, they don't mind. So I think it's the hustle bustle that's just making people go, like, they're used to
Convenience.
they're used to convenience. They also seem to be okay with the pollution. They seem to be okay with a lot of dirting the sea. Like, I feel like these are problems that we are facing in metros. Surprisingly, most of our repeat orders come from tier 2, tier 3 cities. So it's been a great learning.
There's a growing trend of conscious consumers coming from smaller towns.
Yes.
Do you want to talk about affordability, accessibility, how people view sustainable vegan products as expensive, and how Salt is trying to change that? Or is that?
So, I'll just tell you a little bit about why we're a little bit more expensive, because firstly, we use way better ingredients than any of the traditional brands. Also, our packaging does cost a little bit more than what regular toothpaste or other oral care brands use. Also, the weight. So, for example, our mouthwash is heavier than a regular mouthwash because it's glass. So the whole logistics cost of it, which people don't really think of like a problem, but for the brand it is a problem. It's a little more expensive, but we don't want to switch to a plastic alternative. That's just not going to happen. That's not the ethos of the brand. So we're okay to spend or absorb that 50 rupees extra to deliver this product, because this can firstly be reused, and maybe you can use it as a water bottle or whatever else. We actually did that. So that's affordability, but we're still an affordable brand. It's not like our mouthwash is 550 rupees. I think players in the market are ranging between 400 and 450. So we're slightly more expensive, but we're offering a lot more.
What is next for Salt, and what is coming up next for you?
I would say that there is sustainable explosion coming your way. We want to be in every washroom in India and abroad, but we want it to be a plastic-free, sustainable world. At least
Definitely
oral
trying
care
to
world.
reduce more carbon footprint when we get higher revenues. So that is on the cards.
Yes, but we love that people are accepting that. We love that there are people who complain, but I think majority of them actually are very happy making the switch, because I think there's just that it makes them feel better about now I don't think people waste water. People used to. I mean, I think with the whole trend of social media and just better learning, people don't waste as much water while brushing their teeth now anymore. The same way they would not buy a plastic toothpaste.
Yeah. I remember that when, people brush, they either leave the tap open, or the same
Correct.
thing during COVID when we were told to wash our hands for 2.5 minutes, and people just left the sink on for that entire duration.
People are changing. People's thought process is evolving, and it's directly linked. And I would say that for even body wash, shampoos, try and use sustainable brands. We don't produce that, but there are many brands who promote sustainable and vegan practices.
While salt products may not contain these harmful toxins or chemicals, a lot of consumers do not fully understand what these mean. They're not fully aware. How could these ingredients potentially harm us in our oral health?
A lot of people know about antibiotic resistance, which is a growing problem. And it just basically what that means is that if you're taking any antibiotics, or if you're if you're putting any antibiotic cream, it doesn't work on you as well as it should.
Yeah.
Using toxic ingredients in your mouth, in your oral care, causes that. So don't use don't, like paraben, for example, which our products don't have. It causes antibiotic resistance. So that means that if you're falling sick and you're going to take an antibiotic, it's not going to work. And that's a growing issue which nobody talks about.
I've seen toothpaste tubes that come with different color codes at the crimp. What do these colors mean?
So usually, not our toothpaste, but the toothpaste that are available, they have different marks at the back at the crimping. So they have a blue mark, green mark, black mark, or a red mark. So be very careful, because those mean, and people don't even check what this means, right? A green one is all natural. So that's, I mean, not vegan, but it's a natural, a vegetarian toothpaste.
Okay.
A red one is all toxin, completely. And a blue one is natural plus toxin, and a black one is completely non-sustainable. It's the worst of the lot. It could have anything. Like they don't take guarantee of what is in this toothpaste.
Wow.
People don't even check these tags, and it's that harmful for you. Our toothpaste are vegan, again, sustainable, natural. So it doesn't apply to us. But this is, if you're buying the regular toothpaste, please check these labels, especially if you're buying it from like the supermarket.
Because I almost feel like you have to be a scientist to read labels today, whether it's, personal care, beauty, whatever you're buying. Even food. It's very complicated. And so many times sugar is hidden in different words that you may not even know that it's sugar. Okay, we're going to do a fun rapid fire, the not tea of the sustainability. What's the funniest thing people believe is true about oral care products but is not?
The more foam, the cleaner your teeth get, I guess.
Yes.
Which is a big myth. So no.
Because the foaming agent the foaming agent that comes in is the same that goes in your washing powder. Detergent in the regular toothpaste, and in the best toothpaste, that not the best but the top toothpaste, that the traditional toothpaste.
Wow. I feel that by my body wash as well. Sometimes like if there isn't enough lather, like it's not clean enough.
Yeah, but like foam is not good for you. That's to make you feel like you've cleaned your teeth, but actually it's not good. So the lesser the foam, the better the product.
But if you try salt, it's like a bubble bath for your mouth with natural toxin-free.
Love how you made that sound. That's going to be my new self-care routine. What's the next unconventional ingredient you think that's going to make its way into oral healthcare products? Like after charcoal, lemon, salt, all of these?
I think monk fruit, because it's a natural sweetener. And we've actually just launched a toothpaste which is diabetic friendly, and it's got monk fruit, and it doesn't raise your insulin, and it's good for your teeth. It's one of the healthiest ingredients for your teeth.
What's the most surprising thing you've learned about your consumers since starting your brand?
I had mentioned this, sorry I'm saying that again, but that people in tier 2 and tier 3 cities are actually using our products for its sustainability and for us practicing veganism more than tier 1 cities, and that's surprising for us.
So we'd love to see more conscious consumers from
the big cities.
The metropolitan cities.
What's one thing you wish people knew about vegan oral care that they don't?
About our brand, that it's sustainable and it's guilt-free. So you must enjoy that aspect of it when you experience salt oral care.
What's a guilty pleasure snack that you love that you know can threaten to spoil your teeth, but you still have to indulge in it?
I think French fries.
French fries?
For sure.
Black coffee.
Yeah,
Love
okay, we
it.
covered that. It's been all over the table and Karun's been eyeing it.
And at times diet colas, but
And alcohol.
Oh, alcohol. Yeah,
alcohol
fair.
always, yes.
Fair. My last question to both of you is, what does sustainability mean to you?
Sustainability to me means protecting the planet in every move that you do, every single thing.
I think sustainability has to do with not being selfish, being more self-aware, and caring and choosing and making your choices carefully, caring for the planet and making your choices consciously, for sure.
Thank you, Karan.
Thank you so
Viraj.
much for having us.
Thank you, Buddy and Reese,
He's asleep, but
being such angels through it all. But kudos to what you both do, and I'd love to see more vegan, sustainable brands out there that truly live their values fully.
You're too
In the
kind.
whole spectrum.
And thank you for like launching this whole movement for sustainable brands like us. I mean,
And
you're
giving us the platform.
giving us a platform.
Yeah.
It's outstanding, and I'm actually privileged to be a part of your podcast.
Yes.
So.
Losing your podcast virginity. on
Yes,
this podcast.
yes. We're
No,
gonna do
but
this more.
I think it takes all of us. It takes someone, doing the work, someone launching the brand, someone amplifying that. So I think it takes all hands on deck for a movement to grow.
Yeah.
And that's what we're all here for.
But I also
So-
want to tell everybody on camera that I'm very scared of Shreya and talking about like should I be like that should like house has to be completely plastic free. Like I'm so scared.
We'll keep it that way. I will
Yes, I
retain
like
that,
that.
fear. I'll be the green police whenever
Yeah,
I come in.
absolutely.
So that's a
We
role
need
I'm
more
going to
people
take
like
up. Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Karan. Thank you, Viraj. Thank you,
Thank you.
cuties. You can have your treat now.